Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and give me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews. That $40-ish and $100 range, and most of these are way less than that. And a good number of these you can pick up at your local rag stores, including the one I'm talking about today. I am talking about another Milestone fragrance, and this one is Ambre Amber. Sorry. Amber leather. I say ombre because I'll tell you why in a second. $16.99 at TJ Maxx. So it's a couple dollars more than the rest of them, but still a very affordable price tag. Standardized Milestone lid on the top. It slides pretty nice into place. It clicks in there good. And these atomizers spoil me. They're so good. I wish that other fragrances had such an awesome atomizer as this. So I'm saying ombre leather because for a while I was thinking this is an ombre leather clone, and if it is, the bottle is a different shape. This is your standard, like kind of the stereotypical Tom Ford. When people see this, they automatically think Tom Ford because of the shape. They have other shapes, including ombre leather is in a round bottle. Now ombre leather to me smells a lot more, or this I should say, smells a lot more like ombre leather. Very sweet, got a lot of the leather notes, smokiness, a good earthy dry down from like the moss. It's got patchouli in here and cardamom, but a decent dose of leather, sweetness, and a bit of oud. Whereas this leans more on a woody, smoky side. I've heard that this is a Louis Vuitton clone. Ombre Nomad, I believe it's called. I'll put it up on the screen, and I'll put the notes up on the screen. And this definitely has that raspberry note. It's definitely got that amber and stuff. But the birch that's in Ombre Nomad, I definitely get in this because it has that kind of a smoky scent profile. Now, ombre leather, the smoke that's in that one is like kind of more like a charcoal. Like if you got like the bark off the tree and singed it and made it black, and it's like a real crisp, clean amber. That's what kind of smoky nuance is going on in the Tom Ford, whereas this is more of an incensey and birch kind of a smoke. It's a whole lot more sharp, if you will, without being like really synthetic. For the price, this thing is well crafted. This thing is extremely well crafted. I gotta give it to them. This doesn't smell like a $17 fragrance. They did it again. This thing does not smell as inexpensive as it is. So, what you can expect in this is, people would say it's kind of a unisex, but to be honest, I wouldn't want my wife or girlfriend to ever wear something that smells like this, because to me it's kind of masculine. Because it's heavy, rich, smoky, a touch of sweetness from the raspberry note that's in here, but it's more woody and smoky than anything else with leather. A lot of leather, woody and smoky. The dry down doesn't change a whole lot. This thing stays pretty true from the opening to the dry down. It's just not quite as sweet in the dry down. That's about the main difference. It gets a little bit more dusty. The performance on this is decent. It's not as good as I thought it would be because it's quite loud, but I was getting 7 hours, which is fantastic for a very inexpensive fragrance. Cool weather, only mature audiences only. If you're young, then you got, and you like this, and you got a very well-developed nose and quite an open mind, and you're like into niche ideas and stuff. If you're not into this kind of thing, just spray it a couple times. Try to like it, and maybe you will. And if you do, you might fall in love with this thing, because it's one of those kind of fragrances that can really, really grow on you and almost make you want to just go back and get some more of what you experienced the first time that you smelled it, because they're different and they're not typical, but they are awesome smelling nonetheless. And I've learned how to appreciate these things. This is one of those, you got to appreciate it, and when you do, you'll love it type of thing. Overall rating, I'll give it a 7.5 because the performance is above average. The scent profile is wonderful. Seasons to wear it, strictly the cold. Good nighttime fragrance. Good cool weather nighttime fragrance is what this is. Classy, definitely can be dressed up, no doubt about it. And yeah, overall, just an awesome pickup. If these things weren't so well known, it would be a hidden gem, but it's not, so it's a gem nonetheless. Can't deny that. These things are great, and this is just crafted so well. But again, it smells quite similar to ombre leather. It does share a lot of similarities to ombre leather. It's just not as sweet. It's heavier on the smoke, heavier on the wood. So I looked at the notes of Ombre Nomad, and it's quite believable that this could be a clone of that. I've never smelled that one, but I will, and maybe give you guys an update of what I think of the comparison. But for now, that's my final thoughts on Milestone's Amber Leather. Totally worth the pickup if you like fragrances like this. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.